Okay, everybody, here we go. Welcome to Against the Public for September 4th. I'm Dana Lane. Today, we'll go through, again, my top Major League Baseball free plays, and congratulations to everybody who jumped on that MLB 3-pack yesterday. I expect each and every one of you to be back again tonight. With the win, we run our record to 10-2 in Major League Baseball and 18-9 over our last 27. So that's been absolutely rolling. I hope everybody's been able to stuff a little money into their wallet. As we get closer to another week of college and pro football, we want to make sure we have the largest bankroll that we possibly can for this weekend. After the show, please go over to Pickdawgz.com. I'll have my premium Major League Baseball plays locked and loaded. I will also have side and total at tomorrow's Los Angeles Sparks Indiana Fever WNBA matchup. Also, my college football selections will be probably loaded up late Wednesday, I would say. I'm going to try to have as much information as possible. I still think sometimes Wednesday's a little bit early, but when we start getting into the later part of the year, I will have a much better understanding on Wednesdays. But I think Wednesdays is good. That's what you guys said that you wanted, and we've had tremendous success so far. So not a big deal, but I will have those up probably later, but still on Wednesday. And of course, NFL will be up on Thursday too. You can jump on those single plays or the 3-pack once again for just $49.99. Every 3-pack, every individual play always comes with our Pick Dawgz win guarantee that states you must profit or receive an immediate site credit for the purchase price. In addition, there is only one way to get involved with every play that I release, and this is a critical time of year to do that, because if you get an all-access pass now, you can get every single one of my college football plays, every one of my NFL plays, and depending on how long of a term that you purchase, you can get right into the NHL season, the NBA, college basketball, of course the rest of Major League Baseball. You can get right up until, if you get the 365-day pass, right up to this time next year in Major League Baseball, and of course that will cover you through next year's NFL preseason. You can jump on a 30-day pass for less than $11 a day, a 90-day pass for less than $10 a day, or again that all-access annual pass for just $3.70 a day. You can throw it on the credit card. We'll pay it off a little at a time, and over the next 365 days, we're going to roll our sleeves up and go to work for you. Speaking of the NFL, speaking of college football, it's not too late to get involved with a college football season pass. Just $5.99.99 gives you every play that I release. And this is not a situation where you get like 1 or 2 games on Saturday. If there's a Thursday game, you will get at least side and total in that game. If there's multiple games, I will give you at least 3 plays where there is 3 plays to be had. And of course on Saturday, even as we get through more of the college football season, I'll give you 4 to 5 plays a day. So want to make sure that you're always in action from morning to night. But believe me, you get a season pass, you're going to be in the action and you're going to have some plays. So you'll have the season pass for $5.99.99 in college football. You can do the same in the NFL for $5.99.99, or get college and pro combined for just $8.99.99. And again, throw it up on the credit card. We'll pay it off a little each month, and then we're going to sit back and we'll relax, and we're going to have a great college and pro football season. Last year, of course, in college football, #1 overall. This season, #1 overall. 56% winners in the NFL last year, over 1,000 units won. So you make your decision. Combine college and pro. It's no contest. You should get involved in at least one of those packages, and we're going to have a tremendous football season. We already started the college season off 12-5, so feeling very confident heading into week 2. Okay, here's your free plays for Wednesday. Remember, these are probable pitchers, so please confirm before placing your wager. 3:07 Eastern Time, game number 921-922, Philadelphia Phillies against the Toronto Blue Jays. Christopher Sanchez against Bowden Francis. Phillies minus $1.28, see $1.25-ish, something like that. So we'll say consensus number says it's $1.28, so we'll go with that. 8 over -12 is your total. And after yesterday's ninth inning comeback win, of course, the public is all over the Philadelphia Phillies once again. 99% of the money so far, and that's not on a few tickets. That's over 1,500 tickets monitored. So there's a lot of Phillies money either with straight wagers or on parlays coming in. Of course, 72% of the tickets are also on Philadelphia as well. Just about the same. Just about as sure, I should say, the public is on the total. We see 95% of the money on the over and 94% of the tickets also on the over. Our focus is going to be on the side. We see some plus money here, or I see some plus money anywhere between, I've seen a 106 plus 115. I'm seeing we'll use 106 because that's the lower end, and that's mostly what everybody's going to have. They're either going to have plus 106 or better. We'll just use 106 in this case. Christopher Sanchez, 9-9, a 3.49 ERA. Has been shaky over his last 5 starts. 2-2 record, has an ERA that has ballooned to 4.02 over his last 5 starts, but over his last 4 starts, his ERA is 4.62. So not as good as his season ERA at 3.49, which indicates to me maybe not heading in the right direction. Over his previous 2 games, hitters are enjoying a 320 batting average against. Francis is 8-3, a 3.66 ERA. Been a bullpen guy for most of the year, but he's 5-1 as a starter. He's been a regular in the rotation since the end of July. Over his last 5 starts, Francis has allowed just 4 earned runs and 34 innings. That's a 1.06 ERA to go with a 4-0 record. That's good enough for me. I'm going to grab one of these games with Toronto because I really think the odds makers are baiting me into taking Philadelphia. They got me last night. They won't get me again tonight. Toronto plus $1.06. 6:35 Eastern Time, 9/11, 9/12. Chicago White Sox against the Baltimore Orioles. Orioles, massive favorite. 347 at home against the White Sox. 8.5 under -15. Jonathan Cannon against Albert Suarez. Cannon's 2-9 this year, a 4.70 ERA for the Sox, but over his last 5 starts, it's even worse than that. The former Georgia Bulldog is just 1-4, a 6.31 ERA. Suarez 7-4 this year, 3.14 ERA, but recent form shows that he's been stronger than his season numbers might indicate he is, or recent form has been stronger than his season numbers. He's 2-0 with a 1.19 ERA of late, and that's over his last 5 starts. With those numbers, it's even if you look at season numbers and you look at recent form numbers, it's very easy to conclude that the Baltimore Orioles don't score a lot of runs for Suarez, which is accurate, just 3.40 runs per start. In 19 starts, Suarez has received 4 or fewer runs 15 times and 3 or fewer runs 11 times. So that kind of breaks down what they give him as far as support. I'm going to go right back to what I said the other night. No matter how many overs that the Orioles produce, and they produce a lot of overs, in a series like this against the White Sox, where I know that they don't score a lot of runs, I just can't go into this and say, okay, I think Baltimore is going to score 8 to 9 runs, 7, 8, 9 runs, and they're going to push this game over themselves. I just would rather be in a situation where if I'm relying on one team to produce offense, I'm going to go under, especially when we're talking about the White Sox, who just do not produce enough runs for me. And we saw that in the first 2 games of the series, even though those games went under the total or went over the total. Baltimore has outscored Chicago 22-3, but again, can't rely on Baltimore to give me 7 to 8 runs to push this over every night, even though that's been okay for the first 2 games. But as far as my a second tier free play, I'm going to kind of stick with that narrative. The Sox have been scored just 15 times in their last 9 games, so we're looking at a team that's getting less than 2 runs per game. Again, another factor in me going under the total. Only the Braves and the Astros have produced more profit when betting under than the Chicago White Sox this year at 6.31 units won. When the total has been between 8 and 9, which it is in this one, 8.5, the under is 47, 40, and 5 in Chicago White Sox games. I'm going to go back to the under in this, and I'm going to say, hey, look, to sit here and rely on the Baltimore Orioles to score an incredible amount of runs just to push this over, I just can't do it. And if I lose that way, then so be it. But I can't rely on the White Sox to give me any production whatsoever. So I'm going to go under the 8.5 minus $1.15. 9:38 Eastern Time, 9:27, 9:28. Los Angeles Dodgers against the Los Angeles Angels. Bobby Miller against Griffin Canning. Dodgers big favorite on the road, $2.05. 10 over minus 12 is your total. We're going to go right back to this game because the odds makers continue, because we were on this last night. Odds makers continue. Matter of fact, this is one of my premium plays last night. They continue to inflate the number on this total. 98% of the money so far is on the Dodgers, along with 92% of the tickets. 82% of the money is on the over, along with 78% of the tickets, to give me an idea where the public is thinking. We've seen 9.5s on this game for most of the night, but a couple large wagers late in the night, just about ready, I don't know, but probably between like 10 and 11 Pacific time. This number got pushed to 10. Which I will definitely go against, and this is why you kind of wait a little bit, because especially if you want to bet unders, you want to wait, because the public 95% of the time will be on the over, and if you're on the under, you want to make sure that you get the best of the number, which we were going to do this at under 9.5. But we're certainly going to go under 10. This is a game we're going to be patient on. We're going to wait for the public to push this number up, and hopefully, I don't think we're going to get off that 10, but we might get a little bit better juice, minus $1.05, maybe $1.10, something in that area. Bobby Miller's 2-3 this year, a 7.25 ERA. We know how good he is when he's right. I don't think those numbers are an accurate representation of how good he is. That ERA does include a horrific start against the Philadelphia Phillies, where he gave up 9 earned runs, went right on the IL after that start. So the number's a little bit skewed, but when Bobby Miller's on top of his game, he is very good. Griffin Canning, 4-12, a 5.19 ERA, has been pretty good over his previous 2 starts, allowed just 3 earned runs in his last 11 innings, a 2.46 ERA. In those games, opponents are hitting just 184. His troubles definitely have come at the top of the lineup, but against hitters 4 through 9, he's been pretty good. Again, top of the lineup is making those numbers look worse than they are, but 4 through 9, he's been pretty good. A lot better than what you might think he would be with a 4-12 record. I'm going to go under this 10 again in this one, under 10 minus $1.12. So that does it for your free plays for Wednesday. Please go to pickdawgz.com. Get involved with one of my many available packages, including my all access pass that gives you every play that I release for one low price. And man, I am so excited about a full weekend of football, not just college on Saturday, a full weekend, Saturday, Sunday. We're absolutely going to shred bookmakers the same way we did last year. Don't forget, it's never too late to take advantage of my season pass. College football, $599.99. NFL, same price. Combined, $899.99. Gives you every play I release for one low price. Over 4,000 units won last year. 11-5 to start the college football season this year. Don't miss out on another week. Just one more note. Again, college plays are going to be up on Wednesday. NFL plays will be up on Thursday. So here's your free plays for Wednesday. Toronto plus $1.09, Chicago White Sox, Baltimore under 8.5 minus 15, and Dodgers and Angels under 10 minus 15. That does it for today's show. Thank you so much for watching. It is really late here. I did this video a little bit later tonight, so I apologize. I'm going right to bed after this, but thank you so much for watching, and everybody who jumped on that Major League Baseball 3-pack yesterday. Let's keep that rolling. If you were with me yesterday, make sure you're with me again on Wednesday. For Against the Public, I'm Dana Lane. All the best to you and your wagers on Wednesday.